How's it going, everyone? My name is Joe Cox, and thank you for tuning in to Joe C. Cox Photo. As always, we do have a new plant for the video. Second, this is an unscripted video. And third, this video will cover my own personal experiences and workflows, so there will be some things included, some things excluded. Now, it has been a little minute. I got caught up with the holidays, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, all of that good stuff, but we are back and we are once again focusing on Adobe Photoshop. The last video we covered the camera raw, never really got into Photoshop, but today we changed that. So we are diving into Photoshop. We are going to be looking at how to use layers in Adobe Photoshop, which is crucial. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Now, first thing, you might recognize this photo if you watched the camera raw video from a couple weeks ago, but otherwise we did just open up a raw file into Adobe Photoshop here, and this is where we're starting off. Things might look a little bit different, like especially over here on the right side, for instance, just because I've kind of personalized my workflow, but we will talk about that in a later video. Today, we are going to be focusing down in the bottom right under this layers panel. So the first layer that we do have is going to be this background layer, which you will notice is currently visible and it is currently locked. So if we wanted to change anything about this layer, first thing we would do is lock it or unlock it, and then you can either toggle on or off the visibility. So it is off. Now it is a transparent background, or you can go ahead and re-show it. Now I am going to undo what I just did with Command Z. And now it's back to a background layer that is locked. If you did ever just want to re-lock something, you can click this little lock icon right up here. But you will notice now it's called Layer 0. So I am going to go ahead and make a few different layers just so you can kind of see how they work. Basically, layers, if you were to like make a paper collage, I think is what they're called, where you cut out like magazines and put paper on top of each other, that is what is going on with layers in Adobe Photoshop. So it will stack kind of like a cake, where if you have a bird's eye view down, you're only going to see what is on the top layer. But first thing I'm going to do is duplicate layer 0. A couple of ways you can go about this. You can either right click and hit duplicate layer, and it'll bring up this, and we're going to name it layer 0 copy. Hit OK. Now you can notice it's there. If you wanted to, you could delete this. Ooh, and it's not going to, well, there we go. You could delete this and make an even simpler copy of this by using the hotkey Command J. Now you'll notice we've got that. We're also going to add a few transparent layers. So you could go down here and add them through this. Or an easy way to do that, and if I delete one of these, is hit Shift Option Command N, and it will quickly make a new layer for you. Now, with this first layer, I'm going to press B on my keyboard or hit this tool right up in the top left, which is the Move tool. And I'm going to move our layer a little bit just so it's clearly offset from our bottom layer. This layer 1, I'm going to click and select on, and then I'm going to press T, which will bring up our text tool. And I'm just going to write Joe C. Cox Photo. And then I'm going to go up to the Move tool, move that kind of in the middle of things. Then going back to the bottom right, hitting layer 2, selecting that. Then I'm going to go over to this triangle and click and select that. And I'm going to make a triangle real quick. I want that to be white, so I am going to fill it with white, and I will cover all the tools and kind of this top row more in depth in a later video. But for the sake of this video, we're just kind of getting things set up so we can understand layers better. So now down in the bottom right, you will notice we have 4 different layers going on. Our base layer, which is currently locked. We've got a layer 0 copy. We've got our Joe C. Cox Photo and our triangle layer. If we look at our photo over here, you will notice the triangle is stacked above Joe C. Cox photo, which is also technically stacked above this layer 0 copy. If you want to, you can click, hold, and drag these layers around, and you'll notice that now that we're having the triangle below Joe C. Cox photo, that is how it is appearing. If we drag that triangle down again, you'll notice that that layer 0 copy is now covering it. If you wanted to, bring that Joe C. Cox photo below our triangle copy. So that is the essential guide. Well, I don't know if it's the essential guide, but it is a guide as to how layers work within Adobe Photoshop. So that is basically the name of the game going on in there. You're basically just going to keep adding layers on top of your original photo until you get that final edit that you're looking for. But otherwise, guys, thank each and every one of you for tuning in and watching the video. I do appreciate y'all. You're all beautiful people. Don't forget to give this video a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Definitely don't want to miss out on that subscription. You're always going to know when new things are coming up, so that is good news. But thank you guys. I will catch you on that next video. Bye.